Legault, goddess of the underworld, and today I would like to talk about Vampire Dad, which is currently available on Tubi. I saw advertisements for this film and I waited and waited and waited for it to be released patiently, like a sane person. I've seen it 3 times. I absolutely love it and definitely recommend it. It is, while it came out in 2020, it is supposed to be a 1960s B movie, and it absolutely nails its style perfectly. It is about, as Vampire Dad would suggest, a father who's a vampire. He's turned into Dr. Raymond Walensky is turned into a vampire through a case of mistaken identity by Victoria, goddess of the underworld, in 1962, and he has a wife, Natasha, and a daughter, Susie, who turns 16, as well as a brother-in-law, Bob, who I'm not sure if he technically lives with them or if he's just there a lot because he is delivering blood to Raymond from the corpses that he is funeral arting, because he's a master of the funeral arts. Yes. I love all the characters. They're so ridiculous. The movie itself is so hokey and fun. Yes. I'm going to get into some spoilers. The parents, Natasha and Raymond, tell their daughter Susie that he has, and I'm going to try to pronounce this, hypersangrium. Nope. Okay, I'm done. Something. Ending. Okay, I nailed it. Basically, they say that he has this condition and he can't go out in the sunlight and such, and Susie at first totally buys it, although their neighbor, who's a bit of a nosy neighbor, which we see a lot in 60s stuff like Bewitched, Betty, she has a dog Ginger, they're very annoying, although Bob totally falls for Ginger. It is very weird. They're like conversation effing each other. It's strange and unusual, and I love it. Raymond's bloodlust is increasing throughout the film. He kills Ginger and hides the dog's corpse in the closet. He kills one of their neighbors who is looking in at Betty changing, and then hides his corpse in the shed. He bites his daughter Susie's boyfriend Jimmy after he finds him climbing through her bedroom window. And then he doesn't kill him though. That's his first bite, really. And so Jimmy's basically changing into the vampire in the closet, and they're like trying to hide it from Susie, and there's a lot of shenanigans. It's ridiculous. And so Bob is like, we need to pretend to be normal, so we should throw a cocktail party. And that same night, he accidentally gives Raymond some blood from a cadaver that had dropped LSD and fell off a bridge. So Raymond starts to have like hallucinations. It's ridiculous and so fun. And while all this is going on, he gets some visits from Victoria, the goddess of the underworld, who had actually meant to bite a Dr. Walker so that he could, I guess, give therapy sessions to all the monsters. So Raymond has to do that in his place. And it's really fun. There's a montage of him giving therapy to like this vampire Oliver, a werewolf, a zombie, like all these characters. And it's really fun and interesting. I like the story and the mythos that's been created for the film. The film ultimately is a little kind of depressing when it gets down to it. But we do have a lot of like really great little subplots about Susie accepting her father for being a vampire, and her father ending up having to accept Jimmy because, I mean, he turned him into a vampire, so now they live there, or he lives there with them. And it all culminates in the ending of the film, where over the credits they do the monster mash. It's a very, very fun little movie. I totally recommend it. I doubt we'll get a sequel, but just the stylization of this movie is something to be applauded. It is very creative. It knows exactly what it is and what it's doing, and I wish there were more movies like this. And thus concludes my review. If you watch it, let me know how you like it. Thank you so much for having watched this, I guess. Maybe. Hopefully I encouraged you to watch a movie you would otherwise not have watched. Okay, yeah, bye.